Hi, my name is Gareth Roberts. I'm from South Africa. I'll be doing this first pick a card reading with you. It's my first reading, so I hope you enjoy. Please choose a card from left to right. With first pack, second and third pack, pause the video if you need to. I also offer long distance Reiki healing. You can see my links below. To like, share and subscribe. You'll be able to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, as well as my website at www.lightbrotherhealing.com for any bookings for that as well. Let's get started. Right, this is our first pack, so let's see what we have for our collective coming through. Please, for the collective coming through, what messages do you have for us, high self? What messages do you have? Any messages for the collective for the first pack? Any messages coming through? 10 of Cups. Any messages for the collective coming through? Any messages for the collective coming through? Messages coming through. Right. Let's see what we have for you. What we can find. This is you, and these are your obstacles. This crowns you. This is beneath you. This lies behind you. This lies before you. Your hopes and fears, your environment, your mind, and the outcome. Okay, bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. Right, let's see. What messages do you have for the collective? Right, so what seems to be coming through at the moment? There's been a transition going through from the beginning of where you are at the moment to where you want to be going. There's some obstacles of where you have to overcome. So in your position, the present position of who you are, we've got the 6 of Wands. What's crossing you is the 6 of Swords. What crowns you is the 7 is the Chariot, Major Arcana. Below you, the 6 of Cups. Behind you, Page of Wands, and your future card is the Queen of Swords. Your hopes and fears, and the hopes and fears position is the 4 of Wands. In your environment or body is the 2, which is Major Arcana, which is the High Priestess. Mind, 7 of Wands, and the outcome, which is the Death card. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards and see what they tell us. Okay, currently, position is in a very good position, where you are feeling victorious. You've overcome some obstacles and hurdles in the past of what you've been experiencing, and you've had some troubles in the past where you've been making some decisions or ideas and trying to move yourself forward from something that has been troubling you, and that is your obstacle currently, is that seeming to be stuck. Mentally, physically, one is moving forward into where you want to be going. However, what's keeping you stuck is your mind. The mental clarity is what is the problem, is trying to get over or letting go of a current situation that's been holding you back mentally. Physically, in your environment and physically what you've been doing, you've been doing great strides to move yourself forward. You've been very successful in getting yourself to move in the direction that you want to be going. You have a strong, firm foundation. You know where you're going. You know where you want to be going. Everything has been moving forward to where you want to be going. But the only thing keeping you stuck is your mental capacity. What's at the moment is accepting and allowing to come through what it has been working on so hard. Currently, you are in a space, a position of transition at the moment as well. Everything's fortuitous for you to move forward with the Chariot card. Everything is open. You are able to move forward. Everything is there and ready for you to go. With all these Major Arcana cards that you have available here, with the Death card, the High Priestess, is all about transformation and moving forward, of accepting the ending of a situation that's gone through, and acknowledging and embracing and allowing this new position to come through for you, with this wonderful new beginning that you're having with the Death card over there. 13 actually is not an unlucky number, but very much a number of luck. A wonderful number is a 4. If you take that 1 and that 3 together and break it down into a 4, it's a wonderful small little completion that you've done. Great foundation. 4s are wonderful foundation cards for you to move forward into this new beginning, this dying of the old you, the old self, of mental clarity, mentality. Your body, your mind, and your soul is a new foundation, a new moving forward. It's a rebirth of sorts that you're going through. And for you to acknowledge it, accept this rebirth, What you find in the future also going through with accepting and having to go through this mental clarity and movement of accepting and embracing this change moving forward is some wonderful new things going through for you. Lots of travel foreseen for you in the cards going forward as well. All you have to do is for you to accept this and to acknowledge that which has really gone away. What you're finding difficult is to move forward and moving forward from that into this new space, and not to have 2 feet, 1 foot in one and 1 foot in the other space, because that is what I'm finding. If you see the Page of Wands in the past position over there, and your obstacle card, which is your 6 of Swords, that is your problem. Is trying to keep 1 foot in the one door and 1 foot in the other door. It's not going to do you any favors at all. The problem here is also being alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. Take the time, take the space to allow yourself to find out who you are, what you like and what you don't like. It seems to be a change in terms of that, of what you are as an individual, as a person, is finding yourself once again. Coming out of this relationship or past hurts that you've experienced, and almost coming out anew as a page into this new person is who you are. This Queen of Swords very much signifies someone who's very much alone, someone who's not in a relationship, someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship, or perhaps tells themselves that is what they don't want. But deep inside, you know that is exactly what you want. You would like to be in a relationship with someone if you could find the right person. You are a little bit fussy. You are quite fussy, and that is the problem. Or not so much a problem, because we should be particular about what we want. And when the right person comes along, we'll be able to accept that. But for now, allow yourself to go through the situation, but not being devoid of emotion towards yourself or towards others. Keep that heart chakra open. Keep yourself open to new opportunities that come your way. You might just lose out on a wonderful opportunity that presents itself. Yes, you very much have the higher ground of being able to do that and to stand firm. It's a very good idea. It's a very good thing that you've been doing, standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, which is so important. That's so important, standing up for ourselves and speaking the truth. And not allowing our ego, with that Mars in Leo over there, which that card signifies very much, that 7 of Wands, shows you about action, not being too hasty and just acting willy-nilly and being arrogant about that, but rather taking the time to think carefully about our actions and standing our ground that what we say is right, and standing up for speaking our truth and standing up for ourselves, but doing it in a good way, not with malice, but also just to stand up for ourselves where we need to. The High Priestess is also talking about you and your tuition, is trusting one's intuition as well. It's about also just trusting ourselves and taking the time, not being too hasty and rushing into things, but taking the time to think about and to reflect on that which we know to be true within ourselves. Our gut feeling, our gut instinct is telling us what the right course of action is to take, what the right thought process is to follow. But will we do that? With that Queen of Swords over there, you are stuck into those 2 decisive actions one needs to do. Will we take the time to follow our gut instinct and follow that going through forward? Or will we act impulsively? Standing our ground, but will we act impulsively or take the time and to trust a gut instinct when it comes to doing that? Your gut instinct will not lead you in the wrong direction or steer in the wrong direction at all. But in fact, that what we combine those 2 together will steer us in the right way. You also would hopeful to having a wonderful new home, wonderful having a sharing with somebody. Perhaps you've had a soulmate or someone that has hurt you in the past as well, with the card with the six of Cups below. There's some wonderful memories that you cling onto and hold onto, and that is what is holding you back as well from accepting this new change, that something has come to an end, that there is new beginnings coming through for you. The message for you here, if that is the case with someone that has disappointed you, friends, family, someone that has disappointed you, but it's time for you to stand on your own and to accept that which has passed away, but now to also see with this Sun in Scorpio card over here, is that we need to move forward and not to be so suspicious of everything around us, but to trust, to find that trust again within ourselves, to be able to move forward and allow ourselves to embrace and to trust to move forward into the future, and not looking back, but to be very much in the present and looking forward to that which we need to do going forward. as well. Because you're going through a massive transformation within yourself. It's also very much a spiritual opening and transformation for you at the moment. Lots of new doors are opening for so many people right now. So that's important for you to look at and to embrace that change. If you do not embrace that change, with this major arcanas over here, it's something which is very much out of one's control. But the small elements that you experience is so important. You know, we talk about and thinking about the end journey where we're going to be going to, being stuck in the past, but also very much wanting to be in the future. But what about the journey in between? Are we going to allow ourselves to experience that journey and to follow that journey and to have all those wonderful experiences in between? That is the essence of what we are really doing, what we are doing here and being incarnated right now, is to enjoy the journey and not rushing and looking forward to getting towards the end. You will get there. It's just how you will get there which is important. And holding on to the past is not going to do that for you either, because then we're living in a totally different reality too. We're not enjoying the present moment and what we're experiencing because we're holding on to that which has already passed away. And so it dissipates and leaves us then feeling and just wallowing into the quagmire of depression and any other feelings associated with that too. So your challenge here for you as well, at that bottom card over there with the 3 of Wands, is very much about looking forward into your future. Where are you going? What do you want to be doing? How do you want to achieve those things? What I'm getting is also that this is a reward for you that is coming through. I'm getting this coming through right now, that this is a reward that's been given for you for all the wonderful karmic lessons and hardships that you have endured and encountered already up until this point. But what Spirit is telling me, or higher self, whatever you want to call it, is telling you, okay, your guides or guidance or God or whatever, all one and the same. And the message is very clear. Look forward, look ahead to yourself and see what is ahead for you right now. And don't look back, but look forward and let it all go. Because once you take that final step and allow yourself to do that, you're going to shine, you're going to prosper. And there's so much in store for you that you just cannot see at the moment. When we are stuck in one particular place where we are, it is impossible for us to see what is ahead. When we are looking back, that's behind us. The only way is to move forward. Charity is telling you that. And in fact, you'll be doing that. Okay, it's a way to move forward. If you want to see what other things I see here, very much ones of action. I'm not saying anything for relationship per se, but rather focusing on you and what it is you're doing for yourself, taking that action with all the ones available here at the moment on the table. Also with the swords cards here as well, it's very much about you and focusing on self and the mental clarity one has. Do things to allow you to have some mental clarity. Meditate, do some yoga, walk outside in the garden, get some grounding. You need some grounding. There's an absence of pentacle cards in this table telling you that there's a lack of grounding and focus, attentive focus that one would require to do that as well. So do some grounding, go outside, smell the roses, take off your shoes and walk barefoot. Get a stone. I would recommend a wonderful, nice stone you could possibly use as well, be wonderful obsidian, which is a great grounding stone, or if you get your hands on some onyx. Another one as well, which I have, which is a beautiful stone, I recommend is a nice, wonderful tourmaline, beautiful healing stone as well, if you want to have it with you. A wonderful stone you could also have for yourself is some beautiful amethyst, which is a great, great, wonderful healing stone across the board, very powerful healing. I feel you should get that for yourself, some wonderful amethyst. And also just do some balancing and healing for yourself and bring yourself together. Okay, so let's pull an angel card as well. We've got some wonderful angel cards to see what other messages they have. What other messages do we have here? Let's go ahead with this first pack. What do we have from What messages do they need to hear? What other messages do you have for them? Messages. Let's see. Vanessa. Vanessa is the first one there. Let's see. We might put another one. So, to make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? Can't make this up. It's the same as I was telling you before. Focusing yourself, fulfilling your life purpose. Where am I going? Not looking backwards, for fulfilling what is good for you, and taking that leap of faith and going into trusting yourself to do that. Okay, I'm going to read that card for you and see what else it can tell us about that and give us some more insight into that card. Right, should I go this way or that way? You wonder. One day you're sure of your decision. The next day you question it again. This indecision will be healed by focusing on your divine life purpose. Even if you are unsure of your purpose's exact nature, you do know that it involves bringing peace to yourself and others. Based on this foundation, then, which decision brings you the most peace? If you're still unsure, then ask God and the angels to help you further. You can ask, which decision will help the most people? This is a wonderful basis upon which to make your choice. Sometimes the easiest route is the one that takes you further away from your divine purpose. So your indecision may come from a fear of making waves or uncertainty about your future. In such cases, gradual change is warranted. Slowly introduce your new direction into your daily life and ease out of your old direction slowly. In that way, you won't frighten yourself. You'll be more open to hearing God's guidance and you'll feel our love. Right, so there we go. Pretty much what we were saying, but also be kind to yourself as well. As we said, the transition that you're making from the old into the new. Be kind to yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. But take your time. There's no hurry. There's no need to hurry yourself at all. But take that first step. Keeping yourself in two different places at the same time is not going to make you move forward. Take that leap of faith, but be kind to yourself because you're having a new rebirth and a new beginning coming your way. Okay, right, what else can we pull? I'll pull you a nice, the Druid deck. This is a wonderful Druid deck. It's got different plants and so on, and I absolutely love them. So let's see what our plant elementals have got for you. Let's see what we've got here. We've got two different cards. Ivy. And we've got the Guardians. Okay, I guess put those over there. Ivy and the Guardians. Let's see. Very, very interesting. The Guardians is an interesting one. I've never gotten that one before. Let's start with the Guardian. Let's start with Ivy. That one comes first. Okay, 57. Right, Ivy. Ivy has since classical times been associated with prophetic intoxication, sought by the Druids particularly for creativity, so that their work is inspired by something greater than their own personalities alone. Selecting this card may mean that such inspiration is coming to you, or that you should seek it. To be receptive, you will need to still your mind, which will mean first resolving any conflict or confusion that is troubling you. The way to feel free and to forget yourself may lie in the apparently opposite direction of becoming more aware of yourself and that which limits you. The poet Robert Frost says, "The best way out is always through," and you may have to plumb the depths of the issues that trouble you before you can find yourself free of them. Alternatively, the card may be reaffirming for you the belief that life is cyclical and that nothing is truly lost. There we go, says it again. Just reiterates exactly what we've been talking about previously in the reading. Let's see what else they've got for us here. 114, the Guardians. As I said, I've never gotten this card before. This is very, very interesting. Right, if you like this, you can get this book. It's wonderful, called The Druids, the Druid Plant Oracle. I highly recommend it. I'll put it in the bottom there as well for the decks that I've used for today as well, for you to have a look at. Right. The Guardians are 3 trees which together act as preservers of our health, possibly even prolonging our lives, by strengthening the immune system and the key organs of the heart and circulatory system, the liver and kidneys. Each of them is a member of the Ogam family of 18 trees and 7 plants that make up this mysterious woodland alphabet that has come to be known as the Druids' tree language. The card shows a birch tree growing between an elder and a hawthorn. The three trees act like guardians of the sacred pool, in which we can see brookline, also known as water pimpernel. This may be the mysterious Samolus, revered by the Druids, according to Pliny. If you have chosen this card, it may indicate that a situation or relationship which seems to be in difficulty can be preserved and strengthened if action is taken. Sometimes, if there is no expectation of a quick fix, a problem can slowly be turned around over a period of time by a number of possibly quite small adjustments. The three guardians act by gradually strengthening the key organs of the body. Similarly, if you take actions to strengthen specific aspects of a relationship, this will in time affect every part of it. Rather than focusing on areas of weakness between you, identify where you do connect well and try to build on these. Long-term relationships need healthy immune systems that can cope with the inevitable stresses that arise between two individuals. Okay, so that's it. That's what I have for you today. Also, just focus on those areas it mentioned there. You might be having problems with those particular organs. Might be clever for a good idea to have a look at those organs. Some reflexology, some acupressure would be wonderful for that too, which is a great healer for any organs. Look at for some wonderful things to detoxify your organs as well. Activated charcoal is a wonderful detoxifier. You can also get some boulder sonara, and the other is called nephrosolid, which should be used together. You can get them from Bogles, which is from your health store. I'll put them at the bottom as well for you to look at. And you use them together for cleansing out the gallbladder, for cleansing out the liver and the kidneys as well, which is really, really wonderful. I recommend those. And of course, an all-round detoxifier of the system, I recommend some activated charcoal, which is really, really great. Another thing you could look at as well is tissue salts, which is really, really good for different cleansing and so on. Have a look at them. I'm not sure of the numbers of the tissue salts. You can find those at your nearest health shops and so on as well. I recommend those if you have any problem with any of those organs. Another wonderful detoxifier we recommend is dandelion, which is really, really great. Stinging nettle, which is another one. You can make a wonderful tea out of either of those using the root of the dandelion or dandelion root, which is really, really great. Great detoxifier and works well for the circulatory system as well. And the heart. The heart you can recommend is some cayenne pepper. If you can take it strongly, you can get the capsules if you don't like the heat of the actual cayenne pepper, or capsicum pepper as they would call it. Not to be confused with paprika. Paprika is totally different. But you recommend some cayenne pepper, mix in a bit of honey. You can take that as well. Wonderful for the heart. It's called, it's food for the heart, which is gets your heart pumping well, removes also constricted heart vessels. Is really great. Deconstricts those heart vessels. Is any fatty deposits around there, around the heart as well. Any fatty deposits around there, great for cholesterols. So I recommend a cayenne pepper too. Okay, so that's really great. All right, everybody. I think if there's anything else coming through, no, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much. Look below, please like, share and subscribe, and I'm going to be getting on to the next one shortly. Right, let's do the second group, which will be with this stone over here. Can't remember. Tiger's Eye. And we will see what we have for you. Let's see. Take a moment. What messages, Spirit, myself, do you have for the collective today for the second pack? What messages do you have for the collective today for the second pack? What messages do you have for number 2? For the second pack, number 2, what messages? What messages do you have for the collective second pack? What messages do you have for the collective second pack? Right, let's see what we have for you, everyone. Okay. This is you. These are your obstacles. This crowns you. This lies beneath you. This lies behind you. This lies before you. Your hopes and fears. Body, mind, and soul. The outcome. Right. At the bottom of the deck we have Temperance. The Temperance card. So keep that in the back of your mind. Temperance. Okay. So let's see. Give me a minute so I can have a look at these cards and see what they have. We can clarify afterwards if we need to. So with the Temperance card as well, that's a major arcana card. So for you, that is all about where you're balancing out your energies. To find some balance and so on in your life, finding some control, taking your control back of what it is that you want to be doing and where you're going. And also where you're going to be focusing your energies on. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be doing with yourself, and what actions are you taking towards that? Will you follow, keep on doing the same thing as you did before, the same old, and getting the same results? Or you're going to try something new and see where that can be taking you as well. So let's see what the cards have in store for us over here. We can have a look. So in the current position right now, in the first position we have presently, which is you, which is the Seven of Swords. Your obstacle is the Six of Swords, which is funny enough also in the previous one too. Your past is Strength card, future is the Two of Pentacles. What crowns you is the Six of Wands. What is beneath you is the Eight of Wands. Your hopes and fears is Justice. In this deck it is an 11. So that is also make a wish. 11 is a very powerful number as well. Make a wish on that. If you have a wish right now, make a wish. What is it that you want? 11s are wonderful. Also about a synchronicity. All these cards about synchronicities as well. 11 is a power number. And of course, also it's also got to do with partnership and also to do with destiny, divine intervention over there for you with an 11. So look, there's also the card of partnership and Libra. So this card very much seems to be more on a romantic level as well, but we'll see where that takes us in terms of what we're talking about. In your environment, we've got the Hangman, we've got the Judgment in the mental position, and the outcome as the Devil. There's a lot of major arcana in this reading, which is also saying that a lot of what has been going on in your life is showing that there is a definitive direct path that is now out of your control, that is moving you forward into what it is that you want, that you are going. So the time for making decisions has already passed. Whether you are vacillating with this page, this Two of Pentacles you've got over there, is showing that you have been taking quite a bit of time also just trying to decide between where you want to be going, what you want to be doing. You have more than one option, many options at your disposal, and what it is that you want to be doing going forward. Still going into the future, that's very much what the energy I'm seeing here going forward. But remember, cards are never about destiny. Cards are about what we see as the current energies right now. Remember, the power is always in your hands to change things into where it is that you want to be going. Your entire reading is all about decisions, evaluating what it is that you want to be doing, where you want to be going, why am I doing this, where am I going to be doing. But remember also not to take too long to make a decision in case the time for decision passes you by and the decision will be made for you. Because remember, not making a decision is also making a decision at the same time. So what I'm crowning in the top here is also says that you should be victorious by taking action. Taking action. Your cards here is showing you need to take action. There's some wonderful news coming your way. In terms of that, we've got the Eight of Wands there, which also says the arrows of love. The arrows of love is all about also showing you that there's also swift, fast messages coming in. Could be related to love as well, if that is what you're waiting for. So if that is what you are getting right now, if you had that question, the answer is yes. You'll be getting some communication. So once in the Eight of Wands is very much about communication. Could be written, could be a text, could be an email, could be a voice, could be a phone call, could be a voicemail, or text message of any kind of, I'm getting Instagram. Is someone waiting for an Instagram message to come through? Perhaps you received an Instagram message and that is your answer. It's saying yes. So within the next 8 days, once is all about hours or, once is all about the one of the fastest. So it will be hours to days or days to weeks. So I'm thinking that maybe about 8 days you'll be receiving this communication or answer that you've been waiting for. Perhaps you've applied for a new job. I'm getting that you've been applying for a new job and something like that. The answer is yes. That will be coming through. Seems quite positive. It'll be a wonderful foundation as well. This will be coming from abroad, coming from an out of town perhaps. Perhaps you want to be moving out of town and going forward. I'm getting that as well. That you very much reach also a point of ending. There's an ending for you here that is, there's no way looking forward. You've been looking forward, for some of you I'm getting the message that some of you have been looking forward to moving away from your town where you are, that something has come to an end, a job has come to an end, there's no other opportunities for you in that vicinity. in your way. Perhaps there's other opportunities, but not the ones you want. What you be focusing to move forward. Perhaps there's a sense of stagnation where you are at the moment, and that is what you need to be doing. So it says, yes, things are moving forward. That is your direction for you that you need to take as well. And that there's new opportunities coming your way that you've also physically gone out and done the work for. What is also saying is that you actually physically want to do the work and go and take the initiative to apply for these jobs or things that you want to do. So having faith is one thing, but following through is another, right? Having blind faith is not going to get you just anywhere. You actually have to help the universe. You have to help God or whatever you believe in to move the energies around. You need to stir the energy. That is what I'm getting over there. You need to move the energy around. Stir it around for it to get moving. It is stagnant where you are. If you can just sit back and wait for things to fall into your lap, visualization is great, visualizing those things, but it also just needs a little bit of a helping hand. So I recommend that's what you do, and that's what the cards are telling me as well. That's the message I'm getting through here as well. For others of you, there also will be some message coming through for you in a love situation as well, was from the past. I'm also getting that someone's going to be coming through to apologize perhaps as well. There was some, with the 7 of Swords, there was some underhanded, deceitful behavior or speech, or someone being verbally or not telling you the truth, lies as well in the situation as well, that you've chosen to walk away from, or rather that you should be walking away from, but you're very much indecisive with that page of with that 2 of Pentacles, excuse me. So we've got the two twos there, which is also telling about a disquiet, as in the mentally disquiet in the mind. There's a lot of disquiet in your mind as well. A lot of thoughts keeping you up. Sort of also taking up all your time and energy is the thought process. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. I know it's me too. I've had the same. I'm a Libran, so I sort of tend to be in my head a lot of the time as well. What it's saying is to sometimes, when we want something to happen, is what I'm being told. What you want something to happen. I'm also an intuitive reader, so I'm getting that coming through. Sometimes we want something to happen and we latch onto the idea. We create and we visualize these things that we want, this thing that we really, really want to have. Now I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. And we hold to this constant idea, but the more we hold on to it, the less we overwhelm the creation of that. We don't allow the universe or for God or whatever or spirit to allow it to unfold and to happen. We're holding on to the outcome of that and how we want it to unfold, so much so that we stop it from happening, and so the stagnation continues. So a lot of the time is when we want something to happen is to let it go. Don't do more of something to get something. Sometimes we need to do less to get something to move forward. So this is saying, hold the thought in mind, an idea for you there, and say, I want this to happen, visualize the thing, and then let it go. Completely let it go and just let it unfold as it wants to unfold, and forget about it completely. And then it will happen even quicker. But holding on to things is not going to make them come any faster or to come towards you at all. It is also so that you need to let go of this completely and look forward to new things. There are some wonderful new opportunities coming your way. And it'll also be an out-of-town visit for some of you, which will also be coming your way as well. You'll be looking forward to this. This will be a bit of a surprise actually with this 8 of Wands and that 6 of Wands as well. You're expecting an out-of-town visitor to arrive, or someone that you'll be hearing from will be wanting to come and visit or to see you, or someone you haven't heard from for a long time will be getting a hold of you as well. Could be a romantic person as well, specifically. Someone to do from your past, specifically. Someone also possibly for some of you. I'm getting lots of different messages coming through. So for one, some of you are waiting for someone, or rather have been waiting and longing for someone to correspond or communicate with you from your past, and that person will be coming to communicate you within the next short while. I'm looking at about 8 days. It could be anything up to 8 weeks. So we're looking at about 4, 8, 12, 4, 8. So within the next, already started now, already from this month. So within the next 8 weeks, about 2 months, within the next 2 months, or as early as 8 days from now, could be even 8 hours from now as well. So expect anything to happen soon. Just think about it, visualize it, and let it go. That's for some of you getting that out-of-town person from the past who's coming back, who wants to speak with you as well. Some of you, this is not a good idea to accept this person up with the devil, being shackled. A lot of obsession going on with that as well, and that the answer there to that is no. Do not go for this person. They want to come back to you and they want to make amends. Some of them are going to come apologize for the lies and the deceit that was happening in the situation and would like to make amends. This person is sincere about that, but it's entirely up to you to what it is that you want to do. The Major Arcana telling me the devil over there in the outcome position as well is specifically saying that this is a situation where a lot of obsession had taken place as well, where you had lost yourself in the situation, or you are going to lose yourself in the situation. If this is a new person that's coming through, it'll be very much a surprise. This is someone that you know. They'll be coming through as well. Just when you had thought about moving forward and overcoming that obstacle, you're still very much in a place of two minds about that. Just when you're overcoming that over there. There was also codependency happening. This with it was to do with a partnership, relationship-wise, as a significant other. Doesn't matter male or female. Is irrelevant. Okay, could be same sex, could be whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. But this was an obsessive situation, a codependent situation, or partnership where the parties did not get along or see eye to eye. And so that had created a lot of codependency in terms of that you needed each other very much in this situation, or to gel very well together, or so you thought it had. However, it didn't quite transpire the way that you wanted it to go. And that this was in a very obsessive situation, which was not healthy for you on so many levels. Physically, it might have been a very wonderful, passionate situation. On the other hand, on other fronts, it was not quite the same. So looking at that, also with these Two of Pentacles as well, is very indecisive. You are moving. If you just take the leap of faith and move forward, and to trust your gut instinct, trust that whatever is coming through for you is going to be the right thing. You will be in a period of vacillation between deciding, or should I, shouldn't I, and everything else. With that card with Jupiter and Capricorn over there, where things are very methodical, taking your time, thinking about it, and being firm and stern, and taking but being very clear and truthful with yourself, and making the hard decisions as well, right? And this is very much a card also where not getting stuck in the emotions and getting stuck in the head, but very much a practical decision that one needs to make that is for your best outcome. Now, in the past as well, you had the Strength card there in the past. Now, that Strength card in the past is that you were in a situation, a position where you had to be strong. You had to toe the line, so to speak, which was very, very hard and very difficult for you to do. And were you to go back to that situation, that's exactly what you'd have to do as well. There's a saying that a friend of mine would always say, is that when your hand is in the lion's mouth, you pat the lion's head. And in this situation, this rings very much true, is where you had to very much toe the line in a situation and to succumb to what others or someone wanted or expected of you in the past. Now, if you were to continue in the same road, that's exactly where you go back to. It'd be a backtrack for you going in that way. With this Hangman over here, is saying that you need to see things from a different point of view. With the Hangman upside down, if you ever stand up right and you look between your legs, you see things from a totally different perspective. That is what this card is asking you to do. It's saying, yes, this is very much an ending to a situation, or there's no roads leading from here going forward. What it is saying to you also is the same. It's look at things from a different perspective. With that halo around the head is what is showing you that you are going through very much of a transformation at the moment as well. And it requires you to see things from a different perspective, that you will come to see things from a different perspective with these major arcana coming through. Very amazing. With all these cards over here are all major arcana going through for you to the outcome. With the Justice card, things will be seen in your favor, justice will be done in your favor, or whoever's favor, or in the situation, out of the situation, everything will be judged accordingly or fairly according to karmic cycles. So if you've done any good, you've done good, you've done your karmic cycles well, or you've been putting out good karma, then you shall reap the rewards of whatever it is that you have put out there, good and bad. Okay, you know what you're talking about, you know for yourself what this rings for over there. Okay, also very much one was hopeful here for partnership as well to come through, and that there was a lamenting of this situation of pining away for someone and hopeful that things would be different. You wanted things very much to had very traditional ideas, or very pure, very traditional ideas about what it is that you would like to have with this partnership, very purist or clean or fresh ideas about what it is that you wanted from this relationship. And things didn't quite go that way. However, but things will go in your favor. It's not to lose hope and not to lose your focus in what it is that you want, to become jaded by the situation and not to paint everyone with the same brush, as it says, right? We also have a lot of rebirth going through with the Judgment card here as well. It's renewal, it's rebirth for you. Lots of rebirth, renewal coming through for you from this reading, especially from the mental space as well, where this card is at the moment as well. You put that closer so you can see it. I love my cards, they're quite old, I love them. A lot of power, a lot of energy in them, and they read very well. The Judgment card is talking about renewal, rebirth for you as well in the situation. The trumpet is blowing, so to speak, so it's time for you to, where it says, this card often beautifully says that if you've been going through any health issues as well, it says you don't have to die in order to be reborn ever again. That you can actually live the same life and having a rebirth within the same life without having to repeat it all over again in the same lessons, but to learn from the lessons as well going forward. So that's what this is about. It's about renewal for you. It's rebirth for you. It's a wonderful time that you're going through at the moment. Okay, I'm thinking we must get another card. Let's see, can you please clarify the devil for us in the outcome? What's a lot of cards? Let's clarify the devil for this pack of the collective for the second, people, please. Can you clarify the devil for us in this reading? Just 1 or 2 cards, please. Not so many. Thank you. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. So with the 7 of Pentacles over there, let's ask for another card. Let's ask for another card quickly. I want another card for that. Okay, one more card. One more card. The Star. The Star. Oh, wish fulfillment. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. This is your second wish card for this reading. So powerful. I want you to make a wish. Take a moment. If you need to pause this reading, please make a wish. This is the wish fulfillment, the wish card of the deck. It's absolutely amazing. Over there we've got the 3 of Cups at the bottom. A lot of celebration coming out as well. If you wanted to come that as well, there's just saying just over there, there's also celebration happening over here. You might be invited to something as well coming out with this 8 of Wands and this 6 of Wands. But there'll be some celebration going on, probably a gathering with some people or friends or a party. An unexpected invitation. If you're looking to meet someone new as well, I would recommend taking out every invitation that comes your way. You'll be doing some travel as well, either to the sea or to the ocean, or perhaps flying somewhere as well. Could be domestic travel somewhere. If you can't go internationally at the moment, you could be able to do that too. Okay, so that's also to do with that too. That's just a little side thing that I saw there. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles also to do with this, the devil. You have very much put a lot of energy, a lot of effort into the situation as well. You put a lot of time and effort, and you feel a little bit that, you know, you put so much time and effort into this and it was just a waste of your time. And that is the loss that one is feeling of, that you put so much effort into and it was all come to naught. But that there is actually still more to build, and there's those 6 Pentacles on the one side and you've got those 7 Pentacles there as well. And what is happening also there, that it's also talking about reward for the hard work that you've put in. That you've done a lot of hard work, that it does not come to naught. Perhaps the situation hasn't. But karmically as well, we were talking about karmically before, is that karmically as well, what you reap is what you sow. What this card is very much about is what you reap is what you sow. We spoke about earlier as well with that partnership card, that everything will be coming in your favor. With that Justice card over there, this is a wonderful new beginning coming for you as well with this. Okay, you've completed a cycle, you've done that as well, put a lot of time and effort and energy into that, and it hasn't come for naught. But that 7 there, he's becoming, he's putting a lot of time and energy, or that entity's putting a lot of time and energy into what they've been doing. They're going now with that thing, they have lost out on what they've done, but it's not, just look at a pentacle to build on as well. You put all that, you're seeing the reward of what you're doing, you're just starting to see that. Don't give up at the end. Go ahead and put in some more energy and work into the situation that you have. Yes, you lost in the one situation, but from that effort and energy you've put into the one situation that you think sort of could have been a bad situation. I'm also getting that this, for some of you, was to do with a business as well, that you had a business venture that you went into with someone and that you had a disappointment that these people were not upfront, and it was a lot of lies of energy. You put a lot of energy, time and money into that as well. It says not to lose hope, not to lose faith, but also just to be positive as well about something, that things are going to change for you right now. This card is also to do with the timeline of between now, the 28th of August, around about the end of August to the beginning of September as well. So you'll be looking for that period as well now, which we said right about. We said, didn't I? I was right, and there's that card over there. There it is. Timeline. 28th of August to the 2nd of September. I even wrote it on here as well. So I was right. Within the next 2 months, we're now in July, August, September. Absolutely. 2 months from now, you'll be seeing the fruition, come to fruition of something that you put a lot of time and energy and effort into. Just when you thought it was not going to come to fruition, it might not be exactly what you wanted to happen, but things are going to change. The tables are going to turn in your favor, and you will be able to see perhaps not originally what you wanted to happen for some of you as well, and the situation seemed like it was dire, but things are about to turn around for you right now, and just some wonderful energy and effort into things. It's also saying that you need to also focus into perhaps that some things have gone that are not in your control, that you've thought, okay, I put so much time and energy into this, but it's not going my way. But there's some other things that's going to steer you in a different direction that you would not have thought about, or that's been in the back of your mind, excuse me, in the back of your mind all this time, and you've been wanting to do this, but you didn't have the gusto, the chutzpah, the energy, the want or the desire to want to do that. But it says to look at this, that's niggling in the back of your mind that you've been wanting to do, you've been procrastinating about all this time. It's time for you to do that. Take the first step, do it, and move in a different direction as well. Okay, place your energies and time where they are needed with that star card. Look at that. There's water on the. There's what is that woman doing? She's putting water into the pool, water on top of water, and then water onto the land where you can see something grow and be nurtured. Where are you placing your energies? Are you placing energies in the right way, in the right place? You got the little fledgling bird in the trees there, showing that it's new beginnings. You mentioned that as well. New beginnings coming for you as well. If you look at that, we've got lots of twos over here, two in that seven over there, two in the two of pentacles, the sevens there as well. We've got two wonderful sevens in numerology as well, which is really, really great. Questing and seeking, finding, wonderful sevens as well, searching where you want to be going. So you are finishing off a seven cycle, or some of you are finishing a 7-year cycle as well, which has been a cycle of seeking and questing or finding where you are numerologically. So numerologically. And that is where you need to be going. Okay, so you need to be looking at that, and yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you over here. So wish fulfillment, all the faith, what's coming out for you is something really good. So that's really turning you from that devil obsession as well. To do with that is also some wonderful news as well coming from that, as I said, for some of you to do with the past, and then for others of you also to do with people coming back from the past and so on, wanting to make amends for you, some apologies, some things to be set right that were put wrong for you, and also some wonderful news to do with the star card and some new avenues of possibility for you. Okay, so let's do a angel card for you. What message do you have for the collective for the second pack? What message do you have for myself? Message for them, please. A card of two would be great. Just 1 or 2 cards. Just 1 or 2 cards. Twist them out. Well, that's a lot of cards. Nope. I just want 1 or 2, please. It's too many. What cards do we have for the collective? 1 or 2 cards. Gosh, it's taking a while, isn't it? Okay, we'll take those out there. I think that's okay. Right, let's see. What have we got? We've got 2 cards here for you. Athena, and we have Maya. Athena and Maya over there. Right, let's start with Athena. We've got those 2 cards over there. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Need I say anything else? Maya, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Okay. So let's read those. We'll read the others as well for you. Let's have a look at Athena. Right, let's have a look. Okay. You have been afraid of your own power. You have worried that others would disapprove of you or leave you if you allowed your true power to shine. You have also been concerned that you might abuse your power and that your masculine energy would become unbalanced. I'm here to help you reveal your power to yourself and others in a way that enhances your relationships, self-esteem, and life purpose. Your power comes from love, from God. You who are made in the image and likeness of your Creator have unlimited power within you right now. You aren't capable of abusing your power because your heart chakra has opened like a flower in bloom. Think of a person whom you admire, who is both powerful and balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Such power is beautiful. It also amplifies your spiritual healing and psychic gifts. You are strong and powerful light worker, and God needs you to accept and reveal your power. So as I mentioned to you earlier, you're going to a different direction than what you thought initially. Same as you're saying in these cards. Okay, wonderful, beautiful card that is. Pause that and read that again. Just listen to that again if you need to. Okay, let's see. Maya. We strongly recommend that you continue with your education because the additional information and experience will accelerate the fruition of your life's purpose. You may worry about having the means to go forward with the schooling, but we assure you that everything will be provided to you along the way. This educational process brings you great rewards. It enriches your understanding of your spiritual power and accelerates your memory and motivation towards your life's purpose. We will guide you to teachers, schools, books, funds, schedules, and all of the resources that are plentifully available to you now. Ah, beautiful. So that's wonderful. So, as I said there, putting your place in your energies, where will you be placing your energy? Also that card, which I should have thought about earlier, was the Seven of Pentacles, also about study, about putting your energy, what are you doing, putting your time and energy and effort into building something, work, whatever it is that you are working towards and put a lot of time and energy into. Could be some of you will be educating yourselves, going back to finding courses, especially with the current situation that we are in at the moment, with this pandemic, this global pandemic that we're in at the moment. Is very much a time of when we need to be doing that. I want to take another card for you from the Witches. These are one of my favorite cards called Good Witch, Bad Witch. I love them very much. Oh, you can't really see much there anyway, but yeah. So if you like these cards, I'll put it at the bottom. It's one of my favorite sort of fun decks, so perhaps we'll give you a little spell that you can do if you'd like to do that. So let's see. Do we have a nice little card for the collective over here for the second deck, for the second one, for the second group. Do we have a card there? Please give us a card or two. Too many cards. Right, let's see. Let's do that again. Do we have a card or two or three? 3 cards. What do you know? What do you know? Great, let's see. Okay, we've got 3 cards here. We've got the Water Witch. We've got the Heavenly Witch. We've got the Happily Ever After Witch. So these cards, usually if you have 3 cards together, you get red ones, the Good Witches, which is 3 cards, or you get 2 or more cards will give you a yes. And if you have 3 bad witches or 2 of those, at least in the 3 cards that you pull, it means no. So for this one, we've got 3 good witches. So whatever you've been wishing for, whatever your question was, wanted to know something about, originally with this reading, the answer is yes. Unequivocal yes. So let's read what they say individually for those cards over there. Right, let's see. I absolutely love these cards. They're so much fun. Okay, the Water Witch reveals your memory is like water, flowing into rivers and seas born on courage, patience, and faith. When calm like a pool, you can reflect. When turbulent like a stormy sea, the reflection is distorted. Bubbling waves of ideas will bring a victorious bond. A sensitive female friend or relative may voluntarily create a situation through which your wishes can be fulfilled. Okay, right. So there is a little spell that you can do. Let me tell you what it is. To banish arguments. That's for the Water Witch. In front of a mirror, light a green candle to represent water. Place a water-filled glass or glass bowl in front. Agitate the water with your fingers, then drop 2 flowers into the water. One flower is you, the other is the person with whom you are at odds. Look into the flame reflected in the mirror. As the water is calm, so your relationship with friends, families, or lovers will become tranquil. Snuff out the candle. When the flowers fade, throw them and the water away. Great, I'll have a separate one also in my channel where I'll put some of these there for you as well. You can have a look at them separately. Okay, right, what were we talking about earlier? Family, friends, someone has disappointed you or something over there we mentioned earlier. Right, let's look at the next one, the Heavenly Witch. 15. The veil that hides the divine face of the Heavenly Witch is the sky's azure. The stars are her eyes, her tears are the rain, and the clouds are her silver-lined clothes. Her home is the sky's dome, from where she endows you with light in a vapory mist. At night, when your senses withdraw, you may perceive truths in your dreams. The facts revealed will help you to make your own dreams come true. Your parents' wisdom will become your own. Right, for a wish to come true. Another one, 3 in a row. You got 3 wishes. Make another wish. Pause this if you want to make a third wish. I'm going to read this for you. Perhaps you'll do that in that one over there. So, for a wish to come true, spell. Turn out the lights and light a blue candle to represent the color of heaven. On silver paper, draw a new moon crescent with a star above, beneath to the left or to the right. Place the paper beneath a vase of pink carnations, which represent perfection. When the flowers fade, dry the petals on the blue paper. Cast the dried petals into a stream, river, or the sea to meet with forces that will ensure your wishes flow back to you fulfilled. Right, wonderful. Pause after each if you need to. If you need to replace things, you can do that too if you don't have pink carnations. I'm sure anything else pink will do. A flower, that is. Maybe some roses or, I don't know, a daisy or something. I don't know. Right, 13 is the last one. The happily ever after witch. I'm sure you must have gathered by now that I'm a bit of a pagan. Not necessarily, but I do revere some of the natural energies. The happily ever after witch predicts a lucky time, promising a happily ever after for you. Your attainable plans certainly receive support. You make wonderful progress, and many happy celebrations result from your surprisingly magical esteem. Heaven sent new people, new places, and unique opportunities now appear like never before. You have very special choices to make that will never again come your way. Wow, sounds wonderful. So here's your spell for a successful career enterprise. What were we talking about earlier? Career. I told you about lots of changes in your life, whether that be spiritual or not. Change in your life. Light a red candle to represent life's energy. Beside the candle, write the title of your enterprise and the desired result in red ink on gold paper, because gold represents superiority and wealth. Add a deadline if appropriate. Snuff out the candle. Keep the paper in a file relating to your project. Place a large heavy stone on the file to put pressure on the contents. Keep the file in a drawer or cupboard off the ground to raise your project's status. Beautiful stuff. Right, everybody, that's all I've got for you today. For the second group of you, I hope you enjoyed that reading very much. Thank you. We're going to start the next one shortly. Right, we're ready to start group number 3 with the carnelian that we had before. Okay, so let's see what messages we have there for higher self for you. Ooh, we've got the Wheel of Fortune looking very good at a card that fell out. Wonderful. Ooh, some wonderful things happening for you, group number 3. Let's see, what messages do we have for group number 3 coming through with group number 3? We've got the Ten of Pentacles which fell out and the Hermit, which is great there as well. So for some of you, the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles just coming through. So a lot of changes in the work sphere for you, movement perhaps from that. Family moving away, some deciding to think about moving. And of course, it's a lot of introspection about that. Okay, let's see. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what we have. Yeah, messages you have for group number 3. Group number 3. So just take a moment, please. I would like you to put your energy into this reading. Please focus. Remember, readings are always timeless. This is happening right now, but time is fluid. Time does not stand still. Time is not past, present, future. It is everything. So whenever you listen to this, put your energy, it will be infused into this reading. Right, so we've got the Emperor as well, which is coming through as well. Some controlling situations, people, perhaps yourself. Let's see, what do we have for card for group number 3? What do we have for group number 3 coming through? What do we have for group number 3 coming through? Right, let's see. Let's see group number 3, what the cards are for you. Right, this is you. These are your obstacles. This crowns you. This is beneath you. This lies behind you. This lies before you. This is your hopes and fears. Environment, body, mind, outcome. Ooh, got another card. Let's see what we got here. Wow, this is interesting. My good. Wow. Hierophant. The bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Pentacles there as well. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there could be something in position for you also where there's some wonderful things where you're positioned to be able to give. Your money is also changing. Your money has been good for quite some time, but it has gotten to a point where you have more than enough to give. You have money's going really, really well for you, and things are going really, really great. So you don't have to worry about that right now. There are lots and lots of changes coming up for you with these outcome cards over here. I wish I could show them all to you, but there are quite a lot. So I'm going to put them all like that. Let me just grab those over there. So you've got quite a few going on before you come to your fruition of what is happening over there. So those are the cards. We've got all those cards coming out for you there in the outcome. Note the Hierophant is the ending. There's quite a few things, some disappointments for you, be in your head, sleepless nights, a lot of things going on for you over there. So let's see what we can clarify about this whole reading. I don't think we have to clarify these cards because these cards are going to clarify themselves. All right, there's quite a lot going on there. So let's see what we can see with these things. Okay, where did I have this? We'll try to see if we can give you a timeline as well. There's a lot going on in the time that you're going to be experiencing these things. So let me have a look at that there. So that's your outcome cards as well to get to the outcome of the Hierophant. It's going to be quite a bit of a period going there. We'll come to that in a minute. Right, so in your present position at the moment, you've got the King of Pentacles. Your past, you've got the Queen of Wands. What's blocking you or crossing you is the Page of Cups. Your future position is the Moon. What crowns you is the Four of Wands, and beneath you over there is the Three of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears, you've got the Three of Swords. Body, mind, soul. Over there we've got environment, which is the body or environment, which is the 6, which is the Tower in this deck, which is 16. Age of Pentacles in your mental position or mind or mental, and then of course the outcome, which of course is the 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, which is a 5 in the Rider Waite deck. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what we can see. So first of all, the outcome is something that is really quite intense there. So there's been a lot of things going on as well. This for me I'm getting is that it's already started quite some time ago. I'm getting that this has started already at the beginning of this year, which is that 5 of Wands over there. I'm getting that this is the last couple of months. I would say within the last 3 months or so, which will be going from the beginning of the year already for you, or the last 5 months. We're now in July. So I'm looking at probably around about March, April, May, June, July, we are here now. Okay, so it will be probably about March onwards. Okay, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so what shall we see here? Okay, so there's been a situation, obviously, a little bit of heartbreak or disappointments from you, either from family, friends, partnerships as well. Could have been all three. But I'm also to do with your heart. You were disappointed by someone or people. Disappointments with friends or people that have been in your circle as well, that have been disappointing you. You're very much focusing on your money as well, and that is where the King of Pentacles is all about there. Someone who is perhaps also quite stable, very, very stable. This is you becoming that adept person. You're in a position where you are able to do everything you want to do. You have everything you want. You have no problem with wants for money, which is what the Six of Pentacles is all about there. This King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable, who's very mature. They are very together as well. That is you specifically as well. It could be someone within your environment as well that is that person who embodies that person for you, or an aspect of yourself where you are very together, you're very focused, you're very attentive, very focused on your money, and you sort of divorce the emotion away from that, or also just overworking. This card can also come up also someone who's overworking. You've overworked. I'm getting into this card that you are overworking yourself to the point where you're trying to not think about things that emotionally bothered you. This could have also involved someone as well, which is the Queen of Wands in your past, which is someone who has been also possibly a friend that also could have disappointed you. Also, there's friendships. It could have been someone that you have turned your back on as well, if you look at the position of those cards. And that's someone that you really relied on, really thought that you could respect, and someone who respected you. And this was what your situation was. Okay, with that person. This is a very quirky person. Also, this card represents Leo. Could be a Leo there as well. The King of Pentacles being someone either Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus as well, specifically Taurus as well. I'm getting for this specifically. There's a message coming through. Hold on. Okay. They're saying that is right. That's correct. Also to do with business as well. They said they must focus more on the business with this related to this. Okay, so a lot of your focus is to do with your money. You know, a lot of contracts and things that you've been going on. If you're going to be signing any contracts, everything else at all, it's saying to also look at the fine print as well. You've been looking at doing into new ventures with people as well, where it requires a group effort. Okay, with that Three of Pentacles I'm looking at over there. That you also need to look carefully. You're planning to do this. There's also a lot of movement. You could be moving house, or also planning to build a house at one point, or to do with a work premises that you're looking for as well. That's what I'm looking at over there, is to look at that. There's definitely a lot of movement in terms of where you probably staying where you work, which is what we have right now. So that's crowning over there as well. You are trying to find a balance between your work and your love life, or your home life specifically, is what I'm trying to find a balance. That is what you've been also told to do here over here as well. Now, there's also the Page of Cups, which also seems to be an obstacle. Some news that's coming your way, also to do with that Moon card as well over there. The Moon and the Page of Cups. There's some news also coming towards you as well. Some news that perhaps you've been that was unexpected as well, that you did not expect within the full moon coming through there as well. Some news that you were hoping to get as well. Some which will bring some clarity and bring some closure to you as well. It will definitely make you feel more peaceful and more calm and relaxed, and give you a more decisive, that the decisions that you've made to do up to date were correct, and that it will give you peace of mind knowing that you've made the right decisions. You were doubting that as well about making those decisions, cutting out certain people from your life, or a particular someone from your life as well. Now, the Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman. It can be some person or man who embodies that kind of energy, probably someone who's quirky, someone who's reliable friendship that you really relied on as well, and someone perhaps also I'm getting there is for some of you someone who you can rely on that person as well. Okay, the moon is also bringing a lot of that changes in there for you as well. A lot of creativity you're going in. Also, some of you are meditating, some of you wanting to meditate or to do things like that, meditation, yoga, any kind of alternative therapy that you might be doing. You might think about acupuncture possibly. I don't know why I got that. A lot of you are doing a lot of, with that Hermit card that I saw earlier, which is also becoming quite clear, to do also with clarity, with introspection. So a lot of you to do that, if you're finding that you are not finding you're having peace of mind and not burying yourself in your work, but rather to take the time out for you. Maybe take a trip away somewhere and take yourself off there. I'm not saying I'm seeing those cards for taking a trip, but I would definitely say that could be something that one could think about doing. Maybe going in a retreat of some kind or something like that, which will give you peace of mind. Okay, which will bring you a lot of clarity going forward. The Moon card is saying that is what's going to be happening. You'll be definitely having some news coming and bringing you some clarity, and that you're going to only be needing some time out for yourself as well, which is so important. I know we spend a lot of time here at the moment, we're at home. A lot of us are not doing any traveling and so on, but just to take some time out for you, even though you're at home, but just, take a walk the dogs, whatever you want to do. But also specifically, also don't divorce yourself, everything else, to give some attention more to your... It's talking about something to say to you, enlightenment. I don't know what that means for you, enlightenment. It says you need to focus on your enlightenment. Some of you have been focusing on your enlightenment. You want to very much get into the esoteric, into the spiritual side of things. And that's what you need to also look at as well. Right, so there's a new opportunity coming for you as well to do with the Page of Pentacles. You've been thinking about this opportunity. You might be aware of this already. You are aware of this opportunity. It's currently in your space right now at the moment. There's a lot of changes going on for you with the Tower. The Tower card, that lots of things also could be a lot of mental changes. It doesn't necessarily have to be to do with your surroundings, but it is in that space over there that a lot of things are going to be happening and changing within your sphere. It doesn't actually have to be so austere or so hectic like one would think, but the Tower card does represent a lot of change and a lot of sudden change coming your way to do with this news also that you'll be getting as well, bringing you some clarity about doing that. All right, so a lot of shifting for you also in that space as well, to do with these disappointments and things that you've been having and moving yourself in a different direction. Your money will still be okay. There's nothing for you to worry about in terms of that as well. Also has to do also with the Hierophant we've got there. It's also just doing things for the sake of doing things. It feels like you've been forced or stuck into push into a situation that you were not clear about or not sure if you're doing the right thing. What it is saying here is that you've been reevaluating things about your decisions and stuff like that. A lot of communication coming with the Eight of Wands there as well. The Five of Wands talks about sham fight, which means that things aren't really what they seem. With that Five of Wands there says that you are having some kind of seems like bickering going on, or some silly fights going on, also things that are not quite clear, and that things are not what they seem. People are not saying what they really think or feel. Okay, there's a lot of that, a lot of action here at the expense of thought or emotion or anything else that has not been taken into consideration. That things are going too quickly. Don't get ahead of yourself, and don't say things that you won't regret later. Okay, so that's what that's going on over there forward as well. With the Eight of Wands, as I said, mentioning also there's a lot of things going in. Be patient, wait for things to come through before jumping the gun. Take the time, think carefully before you speak. And also with the Eight of Wands is to tell you that things are still coming and they're happening very, very quickly. So quicker than you would like, but also that things are happening and starting to move very, very fast. Faster than you would want. Okay, it's not giving you time to think, but it is saying that it's pushing you with this Tower card, is pushing you to make a decisive decision now, to move and to go forth, because things have been rather stagnant. This King of Pentacles, you've been methodically doing things the same old. You've been in a comfort zone. It's telling you to get out of your comfort zone as well, specifically. With this Tower card is bringing you out of your comfort zone. It's bringing you some massive changes, also some beautiful changes going in. That's actually very positive. I'm getting this Tower card being a very, very positive card for you, and saying that things are moving in a beautiful direction, and it's pushing you to do that with these things happening so quickly. But also to go with the flow, not to worry too much about it, and stop pushing against the tide. Okay? It is time for you to take a new path as well. There is more than one option. You are sort of steering more towards one rather than the others. There are two options that you're steering towards. There's one that you sort of like, you're old, that you're going away with that Three of Wands over there. If you look, there's one wand. There's one wand on its own behalf. You turn your back towards that opportunity, or whatever it is you've come from, something known, something new, something that you are very comfortable with, something to do with your comfort zone. But also there's two other opportunities on the right hand side as well. You've got two options which are sort of side by side, which are in your for you right now. You could do both of those if you wanted to as well, but there is one that will be more paramount importance, which will come as time goes forward for you. You will see that the one option is more of an option for you than the other. Okay, but do both of them if you want to. If there's more than one option, one you will let go of, which is what you've already been doing, and the other two might go side by side for a while, and then you might veer off at a later stage, is what I'm getting. Okay, that was the message coming through. They've just confirmed. Okay, right. There's been a lot of worry as well, a lot of unnecessary worry. I'll be getting with this Nine of Swords and the ten of Swords as well. This is also coming like it's almost an end of delusion. That card says end of delusion over there. Okay, we have the Sun there in Gemini as well, which means also that vacillation of Gemini, thinking a lot too much, neither here nor there, jumping backwards and forwards all the time, you know, and not failing to see what's in front of you, kind of thing, and just sort of getting lost in your head. Get out of your head. Okay, so it's saying that also the sleepless nights you're having, the insomnia, so you've been battling with the insomnia, sleepless nights, not wanting to. It's another message coming through again. They're saying yes, okay, that's to do with insomnia. I said it's exactly what they're saying to go with that reading as well. About relationships, you've been too traditional and stuck in your ways. It says that you need to open your mind up, excuse the pun, open your mind to new ideas and new concepts and things coming in. It's a big shift happening for you with that Hierophant over there, that you're doing things for the sake of doing it. Like following tradition and customs, perhaps with your family. I'm getting to tell you with your family, or they're scratching my head, sorry. With your family. Okay, so to do with the family, they're saying that to do with the family, that also you're getting stuck with wanting to do things that your family wants you to do. For some of you, this is the situation you're having. Someone is sitting now with a bowl of chips in front of you, munching and being a couch potato. You're watching television, just sitting there. All right, the lights are off, you're sitting watching something on TV, and you're just sort of just binging on potato chips. So they're saying that stop doing that, get up and stop being so. Don't procrastinate. You have some wonderful powers of you, specifically if you're also listening to this as well. Maybe there's something there for you as well. And okay, so that's that. Okay, there's also to do with Taurus. You might have been involved with the Taurus, some with the Taurus, or an Earth sign as well, specifically as well. I'm also getting perhaps to do with Libra too there. We also have the Gemini, which is talking about some of you are Gemini or dealing with the Gemini perhaps. Okay, so there is a lack of stability here. There's a lot of here with the person. Okay, well, the King of Pentacles being stable, but also feeling mentally unstable, everything else, grounding. Keep yourself grounded over there as well. You can rely on that for now to help you to move you forward, but also to move yourself forward with things happening. Don't be worried about them. Don't be afraid of those things. It's unnecessary worry that you're worried about. Things have already come to a point where now you have to just take that leap of faith and just go forward as well. Things are coming to an end and coming to very fast and for you quickly as well. Things are going to happen so quickly for you. Time frame I'm getting for you is within, okay, I've got 3 months there. 1, 2, 3, 9. Within the next month or 2 months and a half, within the, okay, we've got here. Okay, anytime between September, round about December, round about there, because we're talking from about now. So in July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so we're looking at anything round about there. Anything we're talking about September, October, November. Towards the end of the year, we'll see this coming to fruition as well. This relationship situation going on over there, doing things traditionally what people want you to do with your relationship. There's a lot of mixed things. There's more than one thing coming through here. So I've got relationship going on. Some of you are having the relationship. Plus this whole thing moving with your whole life. Your whole life is about to change on every avenue and also to do with relationships coming up as well. So you're reevaluating that as well within the next few days, next week or 2. You will be having some changes happening very quickly, some news coming through as I mentioned, which will bring a lot of clarity for you about if you've been indecisive about things and not being sure what to do. And go inside, trust your intuition, trust yourself, go inside if you need some clarity and just be still. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you right now. Anything else? Let's see quickly. Okay, let's say let's focus on this relationship part of the reading as well. Okay, let's get some clarity there. What messages do you have for the 4 of Wands? Let's see. 4 of Wands, please. 4 of Wands. Okay, 4 of Wands. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. The Hierophant, let's look at the Hierophant. Can you please verify the Hierophant for me? Okay, we've got this introspection card there as well, which is the Hermit. And then I'm going to take both these cards, which I'm getting over there. Okay, there we go. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So with this Hierophant over here as well, we've got also talking about that. So you are making some decisions about that. So a lot to do with your work as well. There's lots of news and messages coming in. Also Capricorn as well. If you are Capricorn, that could be possibly for you too, an earth sign. If you're dealing with an earth sign as well, you've been also wanting to go back and to do some work. You want to put some effort, you want to put some work into this relationship and you want it to be there. You're very much in a position where this person is seeing you as, or you're seeing someone as this 9 of Pentacles. Okay, there's someone who's very much in their own space. They've worked hard. They have everything that they need, everything that they want. But there's not a partner. This person is just on their own. They seem to be very satisfied with who they are, but they sort of just close their heart space and not wanting to be open to anything else. So that could be you. It could be the person that you are dealing with as well, specifically, but also that you're also wanting to go and maybe to look at something new. You're focusing yourself, wanting to do some studies and things like that, which is the Page of Pentacles. You're looking at do some new beginnings. You want to put in your time and effort and energy into. Also this new opportunity which is coming your way as well. You want to take some action to creating some stability for yourself and moving forward. Okay, so that Hierophant is doing that for you there. And there's a lack of emotion here. I'm seeing a lack of emotion in this reading. A lack of heart. Your heart chakra is closed. Yeah, I was getting it earlier. It's closed, completely closed. This introspection you need to go within there to see with that Moon card specifically as well. But it says not to do what you want to do is what is important. That one of you, you're this person you're dealing with, it could be both of you. I feel like the two of you are mirroring each other completely. I'm getting that with this also with this Moon card too, that both of you are mirroring each other, that both of you want to come towards one another, but you are both being stubborn. It's getting a stubbornness about this as well, but both of you are doing the same. You're focusing on your jobs, you're focusing on these things, trying to drown yourselves away from the emotion, but there's a lack of emotion, wanting to feel what it is that you're feeling. And also, one or both of you is following a family traditions or customs or things, or the way that is the status quo, that way that things are done, following society, what is being expected of you, the way that you need to go. You might have an alternative relationship, I don't know, or perhaps something else, or something that is not considered normal by society, I suppose, or things that you might be doing something in a different way, possibly, that people will not, you think you might be afraid your family or people will not understand, but that's okay. They don't have to understand. That's the thing. They do not have to understand what it is that you are doing. It's all about you, is to focus and not worry about what people are thinking and saying and expecting of you, but rather to do what you feel is best for you, what you feel you think is good for you, what you believe is right for you, and what you want to do. Take a leap of faith once again. The Queen of Pentacles over there is also to do with that happy home, that Four of Wands. You've got that Queen of Pentacles. So very much what you want to be doing, that is what you desire, is that Four of Wands, is what crowns you at the top of you over there. So that's what you should be working towards, not worrying about this. Hence, we have a lot of this opposition going on in your reading as well. Specifically, you've got the Three of Pentacles below you, work, everything, focusing on all that kind of thing. But yet what you really want is that Four of Wands and a happy home. And it's almost looking at with this Queen of Pentacles, looking at this and just losing focus of everything around you and just focusing on getting lost in the stability of things and having worked and nurtured the home and everything else. You made a beautiful home, everything else. When are you going to enjoy it? And someone to enjoy it with if you're working so hard. I've got Aquarius, I've got a lot of strong Capricorn in this reading as well. We're dealing with Capricorns and an Aquarius. I've got Leo. Once again, Capricorn there as well too. Maybe Pisces. Gemini. Taurus. Maybe Aries as well, possibly I'm getting Aries here as well. So some fire signs, you've got also some earth signs, the 3 different earth signs if you want to. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be also one of them. But very strong is Taurus and Capricorn in this reading as well. If you're dealing with an air sign, could be an Aquarian or a Gemini possibly. Could be a Libra too possibly as well, but mostly those two. And then of course, maybe a Pisces. I'm getting that as well from this reading. Okay. So that's it. That's what I have for you. Okay, hold on. Let's do an angel card for you as well. Let's do that. I'll do an angel card for everyone else. What do you have for the collective, the third group reading? What do you have? What do you have? Ooh, Bridget. Bridget, what does Bridget say? Let's see. There's the card for you. Okay. Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. What did I say? What did I say? Right, let's see. Okay, Bridget. What does Bridget say? Bridget. You have asked for heaven's guidance and it is given. This situation isn't right for you. Some vital information has been concealed, so you will need to dig deeper and ask more questions of those involved. Trust your gut feelings, since that is how I communicate with you. Please don't worry that this situation is the only opportunity available to you. It isn't. There is something better waiting for you. But first you will have to free yourself. Remember that nature abhors a vacuum. So you must create a vacuum, and then the new situation will reveal itself. Clearly, it takes courage and faith to leave a situation that you had a vested interest in. You may feel disappointed and betrayed. That is why you must call upon me and your other angels to help you stay strong and true to yourself. You deserve situations that are aligned with love, and you don't have to settle for anything less. There you have it. Right, so there we go, there's that. Okay, I want to do a rune for you. Oh yes, let's do a rune for you. Let's see for the collective card number 3. What do we have? Oh, we've got 3. That's enough. Okay, so what runes do we have? We've got this one, that rune over there, we've got the X, and we've got that. Is it like this? I think that was like that. Okay. Right, so let me show you these runes. This is the one for, gosh, I hope you can see it. The other one is an X. The last one is, I don't know the names, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done runes, so I'm practicing with them as well. So let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. Okay, it's my trusty rune book. If you like that, Book of Runes is absolutely amazing. I really love this book. I love runes, which is nice and Nordic as well. So let's see. Let's do the first one. The first one is payoff. Mystery, the unknown, increased intuition. What I talk about the moon, there's well coming to lights, all that. Mystery, the unknown, increased intuition. Trust intuition, unknown coming to light, becoming. Create that vacuum so that things can come to light. We just spoke about it right now with Bridget. The other one is the X looking one, which is called Gaifu. A gift, opportunity, a time for love and friendship. There we go. Do what you want. Make yourself happy. Right. Wonderful opportunities coming your way. We spoke about that with the new beginnings and new opportunities with the Page of Pentacles as well coming your way. Some news as well. Hopefully some things in clarity for you to move forward as well with that. Some studies you're going through with the Page of Pentacles as well. But wonderful stability that you have. So once again, that Gaifu, a gift, opportunity, a time for love and friendship. No reverse. Then we have the last one over there, the little X thing. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there we go. Dayach or Dayach. Yeah. Clarity, success, wealth, improvement. There you have it, can't lie. Clarity, success, wealth, improvement. Okay, so as you can see, that's going on. Big changes for you, lots of new things. If you want to be, let's do I want to see if we can do that. I love the witches as well with this reading. Let's leave those over there. We'll see if we get 3 cards. Let's see what it says for you with this opportunity with the witches cards. Okay. Witches cards. Oh, that's too many. Right, let's just go. Okay, that's that one. Let's take that one as well. So you've been feeling indecisive. There's 3 witches card. The answer is, if you have a question about anything, you wanted to know on the outcome of this kind of thing, which one should I do, which one should I take? I'm very indecisive. I'm a Libran as well. I never know which one to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? Always weighing up all the options. The answer is no. An unequivocal no. Don't do it. Don't go there. Not good for you. The situation is not good for you, whatever it is. Okay. Right, the Hedge Witch. Let's read about the Hedge Witch. This is a very long reading, but I hope you enjoy it. Stop it whenever you want. It's up to you. Right, let's see. The 3. Also some wonderful spells in here, which I think you'd enjoy. I did it for the last group as well. The Hedge Witch reminds you that you can break free of entanglement in others' problems. As the age of the hedge can be told by what grows within, an old problem can be severed at the root. A person or a group may respond well to your proposals. Regardless of minor hurdles, the victory will be yours. And the spell is to stay as one of 3 in illicit love. I don't know if you want to do that, so I'm not going to read that one. But I will put it at some point in one of my videos where you can do spells, if you really want to do that. So, 23. Okay, 23. The Eye of... Okay, no, hold on. Here we go. 22. The Eye of Newt Witch. Very fun looking at these different pictures. The Eye of Newt Witch bestows a deadly glance on one she believes deserves it. Eye blighted, the casualty suffers a run of bad luck or illness. Most witches cast good spells, but it may be right to cast a spell on one who needs to be checked for continually doing wrong. This is a warning of great value. Do not cast the evil eye. But you can turn your magic around to counteract one who wishes you harm. The spell, to reverse a curse or remove the evil eye. Okay, I'll put that at a later stage. Or you might want to go online and check out this book and you can find out what the spell is. The other one is number 19, which is the New Moon Witch. Over there. Right. The New Moon Witch brings fresh opportunities and an expansion of present prosperity and luck. Your chosen course of action for future accomplishment becomes increasingly bright and clear. Good forces end disagreements. Positive action you take brings positive results. You may begin a new relationship or venture. What did we say? What did we say? To return misfortune to the sender. That's the spell. Okay, so those are there. I'm not going to read them, but that's the ones you have. And I think we can finish the reading off there. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed one. And take care.